You're looking at a portion of the new acquisition, the Honda 1977 Honda Express Nc50. And I started to pick away at it, and I was like, well, I better catch some of this on film. I'll show you more of it later, but wind-up starter, and I was just testing for spark. Let's see what you're looking at here you're looking at darkness. Somebody destroyed this spark plug boot, but put that on the shopping list, right? Do we got it? Well, we've got spark. Maybe, I don't know if you caught that or not. This thing is disintegrating as we speak. There, we just need to get a little bit. Let's put it right there. Duh. Try again. You might have seen that. Let's wind it up all the way. One more try. We're missing an exhaust on this as well. Alright, it's there. It's a little loose on this other end, which is part of the problem. But there is spark, so that's a great sign, because we're also missing the key. But apparently that's been the ignition system has been monkeyed with. And anyhow, wind-up start, as you can see. I guess I'll go over some of the highlights or lowlights. Guess I was desperate for a project. But the price wasn't bad. Like, you know, you get it back and you look at it a little more carefully and you're like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have, maybe I should have bargained a little harder, but still. Yeah, someone put the front forks on backwards. And I've got the front tire, which is a disaster. So is the back tire. Got the front fender. I guess we'll look at the bright side of things. And then up here, something's missing. I have to look in the manual. This must be the coil. Obviously, the battery's missing. And we got the condenser. I was thinking this was the flasher relay, but there's no turn signals. And I thought I'd heard you needed the well, I don't know. The battery to make spark, but whatever. The lovely carburetor. Whew. Actually, I have, I don't know if I have all of it. I have parts of the airbox. And then, I'll try to hold this steady. I think we used the wrong bolt, or is that just not all the way in? On the shock, rear fender not attached. This guy wrote it at some point in his life. It never had an exhaust. Apparently never had a stator cover, or at least what, I don't know. Who knows? It doesn't have one now. And the seller's story was he bought it from a guy who found it in a barn under a bunch of straw. And there is still to this day straw on the bottom side which suggests to me that the guy I bought it from never got it running. So we're also missing these covers. Missing a bolt there. You know, this stuff happens. Got this one anyways. Probably missing a cotter pin here. Small potatoes. Oh, I have no idea. What in the heck? I've never seen a foot peg with this, but maybe it looks like it's original. I don't know. Could be wrong on that. And then up here you'll see the ignition's there. You just gotta look down in it. We're missing the key, but that's not the end of the world. Got a little damage to the license plate frame. Rear lights aren't hooked up. Gas tank's not too bad. It's got the seat's actually not too terrible either. It's got that old style gas cap with the vent release or whatever. And it still says on and off. And we've got this oil cap. I don't think I've always seen them all black, never with like a red middle. So I've got an exhaust. And we can make this we can make this work. Let me set you up over here. One of my major complaints about watching YouTube videos is like, dude, hold the camera still, please. Anyways, pretty super bald back tire. Oh, the seller was a 16-year-old kid. He said he'd had it for 5 years. And then, you know, after we made our deal, he laughed at me because he pointed out that I paid $20 more than what he'd paid for it. I paid $120 for this thing. He originally had it for $500. Then after a couple weeks of probably no interest, he lowered it to $275. And then I went out there and offered him $100. He dropped to $150. I kind of looked at him. He dropped to $125. I said, all right, $120, and we had a deal. So, actually, yeah, I think the forks, I don't know if the bearings are there or not. They're probably there. Someone just screwed that up. That might not be a big problem, although the one side, I don't know if it leaked out the fork oil or what, but we'll dig into that. Oh, we got a broken spoke. That's not the end of the world. Another broken spoke. Another. We're missing 3. 3 might be 1, 2. Alright, we can work with that. I've got tires. Hey, at least we got the fenders. See if we can bring the car back to life. So, anyhow, let's see if I can give you a little better perspective. And it will be, yeah, easy for me to say. It'll be interesting to see what oil comes out of that transmission, if any. Surprise is still giving spark. Actually, I can believe it spent most of its life in a barn and in a garage, except for this. But other than that, the frame's not bad. Gas tank's not bad. Well, the rims have seen better days. I've got new tubes too. So anyways, this is the latest project. I've got simultaneous projects going on. Got working on 3 Urban Expresses. Well, one's almost done. Actually, all 3 of them are almost done. I guess air quotes around done. That's loose. What's this other side look like? That's tight. Let's just take, well, I'll look at the parts he gave me with it. But anyways, the latest project, the Orange Urban Express, we'll nickname it the Orangina. Hey, thanks for watching.